Really quickly, I just want to drop a line to tell everyone that this video, the audio is definitely not the greatest, and so I do want to deeply apologize for that. However, I do think that the interview that I had with Chris Lapack is fantastic, and I very much want to have everyone hear it. Of course, the balancing between the audio of us talking and the game is sort of mismatched. So again, I apologize. You're going to hear a lot more of the game. I do recommend, if you're an audio listener, please just go ahead and check out the YouTube channel at youtube.com/thatMarioRivera and watch the video. So that way you'll have the context, because the sound does seemingly drown out quite a bit during the massive shooting parts. Otherwise, I think you can enjoy yourself quite as well. So please go ahead and enjoy the rest of the episode. Welcome to yet another episode of Halo Forever. Of course, we're knee-deep in Season 2, where we're continuing our journey through probably one of my favorite Halo games. Today, of course, I am joined by the beautiful boy, wonderful bearded person, Chris Lapack, a.k.a. Rumblepack92. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, how are you? I wasn't ready to be called beautiful so early today. I was like, oh.
I mean,
okay.
Everyone's gonna get their shine up, at a certain point, and it's we're right at midday. You gotta get you set up for the next several hours.
Absolutely, you need that extra push to get you through the rest of the afternoon, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for being here. I know that you are currently killing people in multiplayer. I think I've seen some of your clips recently.
I've been known to play a Halo or two.
So
online, maybe.
So I'm glad for joining me. Of course, we are playing Halo 2. We're doing the level The Oracle. As I said before the show started, we are attempting the first boss fight in Halo history. So this is going to be fun and see how that goes.
It's a historic moment.
That's right. And of course, we're playing on normal. We're not trying to kill ourselves. We're just going to have a good time, talk a little bit, and play some Halo. I've already preemptively picked two of my favorite skulls. The obviously extra dialogue, if you ever get a chance to hear it, and the Grand Birthday Party, because you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, I feel like it's mandatory to play Halo with Grand Birthday Party, and I would have been your daddy at this point. Like, 100%. I mean, it's like you have to.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just playing a completely different game if you're not.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go ahead and get start. We are playing on PC. PC gives me the most problems. We'll figure this out. We'll hopefully get this done. And as we load up into the game, so how you been, buddy? Tell me what's going on. Obviously over there at the Waypoint Podcast, what's going on?
Man, we got a lot going on over at Waypoint, homie. October is coming up on our 1-year anniversary, and so we are doing lots and lots of cool things to sort of celebrate that. We're bouncing lots of ideas off of each other and kind of figuring out what the month of October is going to look like, and I'm really excited for some of the stuff that we got planned so far. And I mean, we recently brought on like 3 new people as well, who all came in and they're like, hey, I have all of these ideas for different kinds of content that we could be doing, and we've started some of it already, and it's been a blast, and it's just I'm so happy I'm so happy to see where our team's at now. It's all been a lot of fun, man. We're only getting better, like, day by day, I think. It's wild to go back and really see just how much we've improved.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Not to toot my own horn or nothing, but our stuff's good. Like, our stuff is good, man.
I love I think every now and then, because I've been avidly addicted to TikTok, and then you guys would just pop up on my feed.
Heck yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah, awesome, and then I would just sit there and just laugh with you guys. So definitely a fun time. Oh, it looks like God, the perfect person to play on PC. So
let's go, baby.
Continuing forward, Chris Lapack is now the new
host. You know what? I run this thing now.
There we go.
What is it?
It was only a matter of time.
I've smelled it before.
There is it. I forgot how crazy the cutscenes look in this game.
Yes, yeah, because I believe they're all redone with by Blur.
By Blur Studios, yeah.
My God, this looks even different from because the last time I played this, we were on the Xbox Series S, and this looks totally different. So this looks incredible.
Such a good anniversary that just is beautiful. That they are underneath us.
What is that?
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to the original. Wow, you can barely see that.
Ooh, yeah, no, it's way clearer.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
It's moved on. Quickly before it returns. Let's find the heretic leader in station.
If I could have literally any other gun that's not this plasma rifle, that would be awesome.
What happened here?
There's another sword over there. That's good to know.
Always have that.
All right.
Is the sword the coolest weapon in Halo?
Oh, by far. It was definitely the one that gave me the most envy when we first saw it in the first one. In fact, we did not pick it up. But I remember, if I'm not mistaken, there was like marketing materials where the Master Chief actually had a Halo 1. And I was just like obsessed with it.
I wondered who the prophets would send to silence me.
Okay, he is.
An arbiter. I'm flattered.
He's using a hollow drone. He must be close. Come out so we may kill you.
That's a tempting offer.
Yeah.
You know? Wow, you really, I think you got him there.
For the audio podcast,
You know, who could
for the audio listeners,
refuse that?
we're just staring up,
Stand firm.
looking at him like, oh yes, he's a hologram. As if like, real quick, the number one question I always ask on the show is, what is the story behind your name or game tag?
Ah, see, that's a fun one here too. My full name, of course, is Chris Lapack, Lapack, and growing up, my father was a bit of a gamer as well, played lots of video games and stuff. And whenever he would make his usernames or gamer tags, he'd usually title it Pac-Man, P-A-C-K-M-A-N. And I was like, well, that's a cool idea. I like that. But I mean, you know, my dad was Pac-Man, so when it came time for me to get my own Xbox, I wanted to keep the Pac theme up, but I wanted to use something that was a little more relevant to myself. I grew up a huge War fan, and who can forget the dope-ass Rumble pack that came packaged with Starbucks. And yeah, one day I got my own 360. I was like, okay, time for me to create an Xbox Live account. I just slapped together kind of a Rumble pack. Rumble pack was taken, so I threw on a 92 in there because I was born in 92. And the rest is history. And that's the story of Rumble pack 92. Circa, I think I made that maybe 2011. Sounds about right.
That's pretty much one of the most iconic removals for the system that absolutely became a leap when they realized, oh wait, we could just put these in the controller.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was hilarious how quickly it became a universal.
Yeah, I bet if Nintendo had a choice, they probably would have as a separate only because I feel like it wasn't until what DualShock, because that's when they started adding the Rumble into the controller.
Yeah, DualShock I think was the first integrated one.
Yes.
I know, and it's so funny to talk about it now because the gaming landscape is just so different. But not too long after the N64, the Dreamcast also had their own version of a Rumble pack as well that plugged into the back of it. And then PlayStation 1 just didn't vibrate at all. So just a big piece of plastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because when that PS Classic came out and it came with the fact that it had no joysticks, it felt weird to me because I've always remembered that system with the joysticks, but it's only because I was plugging in PlayStation 2 or
yeah.
the earlier DualShocks.
Which is also cool though that they had that functionality where it's like you could. Did I do that? Is that you could like use newer controllers on older consoles? Like about that.
Yeah, even still to this day, like the fact that I'm able to plug in a PS5 controller into a PS4.
Yeah,
It's strange.
which is wild.
Oh, I almost. That's everybody. So go ahead, Chris. Tell me a little bit about your history with Halo. When did you first discover it? When was the first time that you played Ryden?
Oh man, my history is so. I'm gonna take you all the way back to when did the first game come out? 2003.
Roughly 2001-ish, actually. I thought.
Was it that far?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay. You might be right. Yes, 01. Whatever the year was that it came out. So my father's in the military, and in like 2001, 2002, he would have actually been deployed because I mean, stuff going on at that time. And yeah, it's weirdly relevant again.
Maybe this one will put up a fight.
But while he's deployed, I'm just being
How
a
many
big
is that now?
the Xbox got it pre-ordered and then he got shipped out. So we actually shipped an Xbox out to him like day one. Like went and picked it up, got it, sent it to him, and you know he'd be like playing it in his tent in Afghanistan or whatever. So he brings it back a few months later. Literally the day he comes back, this is one of my favorite stories, and he goes, hey, you know, with hug, whatever, he comes back, and then he's like, first words out of his mouth, he goes, you gotta see this game.
That's incredible. I thought I'd been away for this long. It's like, hey, I love you. You gotta see this game.
Yeah. He's like, hey, this is really cool. Boy, you gotta check this shit out, right?
That's awesome.
And then he boots up Halo. starts playing Halo, puts me on the second level, like specifically, of course, like so like the first time I set my eyes on the game is of course like the moment after you've come off the oh my gosh, the Pillar of Autumn.
Yes.
You've hit the surface of the Halo and you come out and it all just spreads out and like they drop a Warthog and you're like, okay, you can go wherever. And I'm like, I can go wherever? And yeah. So while not technically day one, I like to say that it's like, I mean, you know, we've had a day one Xbox and a day one copy of Halos. It's just easier to be like, yeah, I've been a fan since the beginning.
Oh, that's really incredible. And did you actually get a chance to play the game with your father? Stuff like that, or
I don't know if we ever played like all the way through together, but we definitely did a little bit of co-op here and there. Jumped on Xbox Live together once that all came out. And you know,
that's awesome.
He kind of fell off of Halo after 2, and I kept going.
It's like, I'm still impressed by it, damn it.
And it's like, yeah, that was around when Call of Duty hit, and I think he and his buddies kind of moved over.
Leave me my share.
No, that's. I mean, I'm actually pretty happy that you had like that sort of experience. My father very much.
Prepare yourself.
His favorite system. But I think once Xbox hit, once like PS2, once Grand Theft Auto hit, that was the only thing he wanted to progress past. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
Just to be like.
That was the end game.
That was the end game for him. He's like, games have never gone better than this. And I'm like, but Dad, we can play Halo. He's like, I have no concept of the internet still, even if we like this less than like we're like a so for me to ever try to have a relationship in that way of like, hey Dad, let's just hop up on Halo, you know, that is far gone. But the fact that you had that is actually kind of cool.
It was rad. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, I think I found the exit. We're finally off of this. I remember this part not being
Commendable, Arbiter.
That's being a lot harder than it was, but you know.
I also remember it being a little more difficult, but I remember it being shorter.
Yes.
We were there for a minute.
We were there for a little while. So, guide me through then your history through the rest of the series. So, you played through, like you said, you discovered it with your father, Halo 2 comes out, and you're now playing games online. Like, how was that experience?
Man, that was really truly something else. Although not that, funny enough, like Xbox Live was not my first experience with online gaming. It's really funny to say. It's the Dreamcast actually played games online.
That's it.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't know that.
Because I know it had that functionality. Go on AOL Online or something. That's all I like.
Yeah, no, the Dreamcast actually had like a decent amount of... What killed me? That was really weird. I just kind of fell over.
Like, I'm taking a break.
He's like, you know what, I'm gonna yeah, Dreamcast actually had online functionality in a couple games, not a lot of them per se.
Yeah, the only one I could
But
was like Fantasy Star Online.
Fantasy Star Online, I just played it actually too.
Yeah, 360 era, they had a version
I know like a couple like the football games and stuff have online functionality. Like,
that's funny.
what's funny is the only game that I ever played online on the Dreamcast was Street Fighter Alpha 3. Because it was awesome. And was like one of the earliest like iterations of what would become like matchmaking as we know it. Which was really cool, but never any like shooters or anything. There weren't any shooters on the Dreamcast.
I can't even think of it. To me, I was always playing like third-person like action games, where like there was a Spawn multiplayer game that I played. Like that's what I remember playing, like Spawn and being like the violator.
Sounds weirdly familiar.
I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, there was like a four-person Spawn game that me and my cousins were playing together.
Power Stone, yeah, baby.
You know what? Let's just go for Dreamcast. You're the first one that brought the Dreamcast up to me.
I mean, look, Dreamcast ahead of its time, man.
Yeah.
Underappreciated, undersold, ahead of its time. It was a beautiful work of art.
The major issue about it that I obviously both helped contribute towards and probably led to its downfall was the fact that that system was hella hackable and hella able to just read boot discs.
The bootleg scene for that console was unbelievable.
Yeah.
You can pirate just about anything off of that game. Off of that system.
I straight up, this is a true story, and you know, the NDA on this is way past, and you know, you can't come at me and say I'm sorry, but there was a store in my neighborhood that was just, it looked like a dude's house, and he had like a shelving thing where he would have like like a CD book, the black CD books that like are huge, and they would have the games in there, but they would just be burnt discs for like $5 a piece.
Absolutely.
So I'm playing like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm playing, you know, Power Stone, or I'm playing Ill Bleed, which was another horror game that I used to play as a kid.
Wow, man, yeah. That's a name I
What are we gonna do in this room?
That's a really good question.
Are we gonna hit a button? Like, are we just waiting?
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played through this game.
That's fine. I'm gonna find something. I'm trying to avoid the terminals because it just opens.
I'm just hitting aliens until it tells me to stop.
Just hitting aliens, vibing, and talking about Dreamcast. That's all.
Exactly.
Yeah, it tells me to stop.
And it's like, hey, you really should move on. And I go, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, let's wait till that wave checks up. I've been at this for a while now. That's funny.
do you know what you should be doing right now? And I'm like, no, I don't.
That's always a fun game design. It's like, oh, we construct the levels so that we understand where to go. But also, people just wander around for a while. We'll put a waypoint in the exact spot that they need to be. Let's see. Yeah, man, I love the Dreamcast so much, and having cousins come over and always play it, that was always a blast. The fact that you just blew my mind that I could have been playing, this was prime sport games that I was playing at the time. Like, I don't like sports as much. Like I grew up watching like the NBA, the Bulls, right? Because the Chicago fan, you know, everyone's watching the Bulls.
Absolutely. Plus, I mean, you know, 90s or the 2000s, everybody knows the Bulls.
Exactly. So when you're getting a game system, roughly 99, right? And then I'm in the peak of like the way that those games work. The 2K games at the time were just phenomenal. So the fact that they were online at that point, oh man, who knows? Who knows? I could have been a track star. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. 2K and that was back when ESPN made games as well.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, is the door opening now? It's still right. Do we gotta go up there?
I mean,
Yeah.
oh.
Everyone else is dead. We killed everybody in the room.
Because I know we came in through like the left side over there.
Yeah. Here it is.
somebody on my radar. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe there's just like one that hasn't died yet. There, no.
do some parkour.
Oh,
That's a terminal.
I found a terminal on accident.
You got a cutscene, right?
Yeah.
So
There we go.
Okay, you're watching it because it does not happen to me. So it's
I
oh,
got out of
you
it.
actually activated the thing, or what the hell? The door just opened over here randomly. Everyone's attacking.
We'll figure it out if I was supposed to do that or not.
Yeah. If you got a cutscene, I'm gonna say, what the hell? Weird. I accidentally grabbed
That's really cool.
Yeah. Murder.
As one does. All right. There we go. Door is open.
So during the age of the 360, were you a 360 kid or were you a PS3 kid?
I was 360 kid.
360.
Like by far 360 kid.
Leader, the storm is
I
about to
mean,
hit.
that was another one we picked up day one.
Bring the
Had
fastest
it on
boat
launch
to
day,
the
had
mine.
it for years.
You're not leaving until the
You
leader
know
of
what
the
launch
church.
title we had?
Ooh, I remember. I know we had a lot of. I played a lot of them. Yeah, Lydia. Might not have been day one.
It was
but
like in that
long
time
run.
frame.
Yeah.
I remember it was what, Peter Jackson's,
Robert,
King Kong. Hell yeah, dude.
yeah.
we don't
Dude,
have enough
King Kong was
troops to
sick,
manage
too.
such a large
That game was rad.
For the time,
Find the
it was
leader of these
incredible.
heretics. Kill him now.
Yeah, it was like one of the first games I'd ever seen that did like a minimal HUD kind of thing in a first-person shooter. That was really cool. And it was just like a fun interpretation of the King Kong story. Because even then it didn't really follow like the movie.
No.
Because video games aren't allowed to do that.
That was also like achievements too, and it's like in 2000.
Yeah, it was it was the first game that I hit that 1,000 games for, man.
The only aliens that like comes to my mind was like Cameo, Rare, and
Yeah, I
Zero.
didn't do that one. I didn't own Perfect Dark. I played with
Who am I? Use it.
but that was the one that I never really picked up.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to really play it until years later. It came out to that.
Yeah, I think this is the one we were thinking of right there.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play Perfect Dark until the replay, and I was like, this is hard. I'm so glad I never. Because I didn't have I didn't have it during launch. I think I went right before Halo 3. Oh no,
Wow, yeah.
I'm sorry. I take that back. Halo 3. It had to be Halo 3 because Gears came later.
Yeah. What?
I did it. I did a cutscene.
This will save me from the
did it.
storm, but you will be consumed.
Arbiter, where is he?
Stinking
Sorry,
floodbait
I'm
boxed
sitting-
himself
I'm,
in
like,
tight.
staring at
We'll
this
never
and I'm
break
like, this is the
through
first
this.
time I've seen them in
We
years.
shall
I'm like,
force
this is
him
so
out.
pretty cutscenes.
I'm enraptured.
The cable.
Yeah, which if I'm not mistaken,
I'm
is
going
the same
to
people
cut
that
it.
done the Star Wars Blur.
Get everyone back to the ships.
For Knights of the Old Republic that are always badass. And then,
Oh, man.
if I'm not mistaken, okay, cool. Yeah, well,
Return to the landing zone. The Arbiter will continue
they also
upward,
did, if I'm
cut
not
this
mistaken,
station loose to scare the
that
heretic
Daredevil.
from his hole.
shorts. That not Daredevil, I'm sorry, Deadpool, which then became Deadpool.
Oh, really?
Well, I believe the director of that movie is originally from.
Keep your blade handy.
Oh, that's
I doubt
rad.
the cable can
Yeah, so
withstand
that's
fight.
where sort of his lineage came from, and then then he
Oh.
onto other things.
I just got smacked. How did that happen? There we go. I'm alive.
So here we go. So let me out here.
I think this is where we came.
I just see people floating and just disappearing into the spaceship right now. Okay.
Yeah, we. All right.
All right. Cool. See you guys.
Yeah, y'all have fun, I guess.
Yeah. We'll just be out here doing gang shit, whatever the fuck we do down here.
Y'all know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Fonzie with a plasma pistol. Why would it do that? Oh, sorry, pressing buttons.
Nah, it's totally fine.
Don't mind me. Okay, yeah, I think this is the way we came in.
Oh, yeah, you're totally right. We ran this way, and then we went up the opposite direction.
Kind of cool that it loops around, I guess.
All right, well, okay, cool. So, tell me a little bit how the point of Waypoint got together. What was the genesis of you guys deciding, you know what, we can do this too, and we want to make content?
You know what's funny is it all kind of started with a DM to get people together to play Avengers. Right when that was coming out, I put together a group DM of a couple people who I'd been like just sort of interacting with on Twitter. A couple people that I knew, like Albob and like Josh, and then a couple who I wasn't like as familiar with, but you know, we talked on Twitter a bunch, so they were probably cool. Just like 4 or 5 of us, where I was like, hey, I know you guys are interested in Avengers as well. Like the beta's coming out soon. Like, do y'all want to like squad up? And like, yeah, that's a great idea. Fun fact, that same group DM is also what eventually snowballed into the kind of funny, like the kind of funny best friends, like Avengers Discord channel.
Got it.
That Greg Miller was like, yeah, I'm actually on this. Like back when around this time last year when the game had first come out and was posting there and stuff, I was like, I just messaged a couple buddies and it just kind of turned into this whole thing. But after we
All my friends are still in the air of it.
all got to play the game a bit, had some fun with each other. Our boy Austin kind of hits me up and he says, hey, I've been wanting to do like some like collaborative like group work with some other creators, and he's like, I just didn't really have anybody I really wanted to do that with until we all had and hell yeah, man, so that sounds dope as shit. And that was kind of it. He kind of sent the same messages to the rest of the team at the time, which would have been as myself, Alba 875. You would have had Matt from Assemble, Jordan Deep, some other Josh, and we all just kind of got together and they were like, all right, we'll just make a video and see where this goes. And it's led us here. People were very receptive to it.
One final table
it was really, really cool. The whole original vision really was, it's like, hey, we're a bunch of people that are creators who also want to creation and what we do and how. I was like, that's such a unique perspective. I'd seen it anywhere. I got really excited about that. That was cool.
That's it. The station is in free fall.
And yeah, it's cool to see how Waypoint's kind of transformed and become like an entirely new thing in the last year or so. But that was how we got together. We just wanted to play Avengers today, and then also it's like, hey, I have an idea.
So as I continued on, especially the fact that now there's like Avengers, and you guys continue to play.
Just got launched outside of the entire.
Oh god.
It just shot me 10 miles in the air. Shit, okay. I am so sorry. I'm so shocked. I think we gotta go back to the elevator. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm so sorry. I'm so shocked. I did not mean to interrupt you.
I'm just saying, so now the tradition started with Avengers, the fact that now there is a new expansion for Avengers.
The heretic leader is on the move.
Still not
Do not let him escape. We'll stay with you as long as we can.
Now you guys are so far beyond Avengers.
Yeah, we're so past that, and like, it hasn't been vibing with me yet.
Gotcha.
So we'll see where it goes. But although I mean I know Brett and Jordan still have been like playing together like Redmond streaming like the two of them. So No, I mean, in a small way, sure.
Go.
Found it. Great. There are worse things to have. I like that noise. Oh!
Are you
Sword
still
launcher
alive,
almost sent me down that
officer?
hole.
We're keeping pace as best we can.
In terms of all the different things you guys do, what are some of the major products that you guys do right now?
Right now, our sort of like big one, elevators here. Our sort of big one was a show called The Grind, which you were on.
Yes.
Which go watch that if y'all haven't. Which sort of went on hiatus around E3 time because we were doing a lot of like E3 related things, and we were like, hey, we don't have time to do
Yeah, we can talk
all
about
of that.
Talk about what you guys were also part of the collaborative network. Thing?
Boy, yeah, we were.
Yeah, yeah. Here,
That was something.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'll be blunt. I think that it absolutely came at a perfectly good place from certain people that were developing it, and I just think it just overexpanded way too fast.
Yeah, they definitely like anything like the it just turned into something that we didn't sign up for.
Yes.
Collaborate and do some stuff for E3 together. Like 3 or 4 different groups. And I was like, yeah, that would be cool. We're all like, what the shit, I'm falling.
You'll
Okay.
never escape this mountain from an abandoned.
That was so weird.
Wait,
it's like
the
it'd be
hang.
cool
There was
to
a Sarah fighter inside. Robert, you know what to do.
have all these different people like guessing at each other's stuff and all just kind of like turn it. And then I went back one day and there were like 400 people or something, and I was like, what the hell is happening? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And we just kind of said, no, we're not.
Yeah, it's a group. It was supposed to be a small group, and now 5 groups that are interspliced, and then they can go on each other's stuff.
Yeah.
We'll have a panel for Xbox. It'll be maybe a representative of each group there.
Yeah.
That to me was like what really awesome. But then once a group has that, way past that, it's like there's no way in hell.
They just go massively out of control. There are like these weird sort of guidelines to where. I'm sorry. I thought you were a bad guy. Weird sort of things to where it's like, hey, you have to appear in so many things or respond to all of this or share everything that's supposed to consider you like a part of this. This is getting weird, man. It's just getting weird, bro. I don't wanna do this. Like I got a job and shit.
Oh my god. Sentinel blew up and landed.
Oh no! We did it. Hey.
I'm back.
Alright, you didn't tell me what is this. Got it. Park.
Yeah, dude, it just overall, it was what we ended up doing individually as groups. I think that was better.
we knew that reaction stuff was going to be huge on YouTube, but I was just sitting there like, hey, we should do more of this. People really liked it. Like, it opened up lots of conversations. People hadn't really interacted with us before. And me personally too, it was sort of like this cool. But I mean, it was this cool experience to where like basically my entire life, like ever since I got into gaming, I wanted to be involved with covering E3 in some capacity, you know, and we did reaction videos to every single conference and everything for E3 and posted about it online, doing all those things, and so that was
Arbiter,
essentially the first time I ever
I
got
would
to
rather
do
die
something
by
like
your
that in a
hand
professional
than let the
sense,
prophets
and
lead me to
so
slaughter.
that was just really special.
Who has taught you these
To me
lies?
for that as well, and then the fact that they threw a Halo game in there on top of that, perfection. You know, it couldn't have gone any better.
Hello. I am
And that video that we did too for the Microsoft Bethesda conference is
Ask the Oracle
far and
about
away our
Halo.
most viewed thing that we've
How
ever
they
made
would
on
sacrifice us
which is
all
so
for
funny.
nothing.
I think we're at
More
like
questions?
1.5 thousand or
Splendid.
something, like
I would be happy
in
to
terms of
assist.
views. It's kind of nuts.
And does it to the extent that they do.
The elites
because
are
it is
blind,
definitely-
Arbiter.
Eyes are on you.
But
People are searching
I
for these
will
things.
make
and
them see.
by putting out, typing in the right tag, typing in the right content. That's definitely. Oh, I forgot about this part. Really like.
Hey, it's Halo's first boss battle. There it is.
There he is. All right, cool. Let's take this man out to dinner.
Oh man,
I don't have any bullets.
I had like no ammo. Bad news bears.
Try again.
That's what we do. We just double needler. Got him.
Game over. Dead. Dead.
Did he kill him? Is he gone? That was it. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. See, that's what I'm telling you. Double needler and Halo 2 broken
I
as
had
hell.
no choice,
Bosses,
Holy Oracle.
nothing.
This heretic
Can't take it.
imperiled the great journey.
Oracle, great
Too far, I
journey.
would've grabbed
Why do you vendors insist on using such inaccurate versions?
That is the Oracle. So it is.
What's his name?
We are
Tartarus?
leading this system.
Man, he looks good. Wow, Blur did a great job with this.
No, 100%.
Woo!
There it is. We made it through the level. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and
Hey.
hit the pause, and I'm just gonna finish up our conversation, and then we'll probably ring it out here. But
Absolutely.
yeah, so absolutely, yeah. E3 is a wonderful time to get together and to collaborate with friends, people, but also the fact, yeah, it helps people grow. It helps you grow your content. It also, I felt like, helped grow new skills for a lot of people because we would take some of the live streams and we would learn new techniques to make TikToks and stuff like that and do avenues
Yeah.
that we weren't expecting that would also blow up in numbers as well. Did you
Yeah,
experience that as well when you guys were?
Absolutely. Like, especially with TikTok. Because we've made a point of always trying to at least have like some sort of like breakout video and stuff, and a lot of things that we do that can go like up on Twitter, on TikTok, and on Instagram. Like what I usually like, we'll put them on YouTube Shorts as well because those get pretty decent amount of views. Surprisingly, I never would have guessed that. Honestly, I've never gone out of my way to watch a YouTube Short. So
they help with watch time too. Like if certain channels are struggling for watch time, you set up a minute short. Some people are watching that sometimes, and then boom, that adds minutes to your time. So there we go. But
so yeah, I might just exit out of that for now.
That's fine.
But yeah, so we had a couple clips that we took from some of our, like, I mean, they were live reactions. We recorded them. We didn't live streaming anything. We just recorded and put it up. But
of course,
we clipped out a few of those. I think the first one that we put up was a reaction to the Far Cry announcement. And they were showing off like the new mode where you can play as like some of the villains. How they have like their own like cool trippy.
Yeah, that was actually one
story.
of the first ones I remember seeing. Actually, was you guys
Yeah.
reacted to that.
And we just kind of threw that up on TikTok because we put everything else up on TikTok. And Alec kept checking it, coming back, and he's like, "Hey, this thing's at over like 5,000 views or something, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, hold on, why? and so that was the point where we were like, okay, we got to make TikToks out of everything we do for E3 then. Like we have to. And all of them did numbers. Like, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
To the point where I think our highest one was probably a Fallout related one. To where Austin got very, very excited because he thought the rumors of a Fallout 3 remake were coming true, and it ended up being like an expansion to 76. And you just see his dreams get crushed in real time. But so I mean, we posted that everywhere and got tons of people, like on TikTok especially, like all of a sudden like just wanting to talk about Fallout with them and all that sort of thing. A few people calling him stupid because they're like, Fallout 3 is never getting remade. My favorite thing always is people come in and is like, there's already a podcast called Waypoint, and I'm like, no, I didn't know. What?
Yeah.
You're the first to tell me. But yeah, it was just really, really fun to do. There was like a ridiculous amount of engagement. Like it was absolutely crazy. And that was kind of the point where, I mean, we were like, yo, we gotta keep doing stuff like this. Like, this is awesome. Like, this is so cool. It felt like we were a real, like legitimate like media company for a little while. Because it was like I didn't do anything else that weekend.
No, absolutely. The same thing. We took like I think at that point I was already like, I think I requested that week off of work, and I was like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm focusing on, and honestly I felt like it did the best for it, and it really helped the morale of the team to be inspired and to also want to then produce other things in the future and do some other can't wait for next year. Like, next year is just going to be even better, and I think we will open it up more to more collabs. I think we primarily did it with 6-1 Indie, but I'm absolutely still wanting to have that core original idea of bringing voices together and having a mix and match. But yeah, it's got to be
I'd love
planned
to be able to do that
properly.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe kept a little insular.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Maybe not just throw an invitation out to anyone who wants it. Sorry, by the way. Like, not that I don't want to work with anyone and everyone, but like, that's made me so that whole shenanigans just made me so overly cautious.
Yeah, for sure. And everyone thought I made the group too, because I was in the video. Everyone thought I made the group, and like, I didn't make the group.
I know, yeah, no, you jumped in around the same time we did.
Yeah, they asked me the same time as most people. Like, I was in the first original like 5 people group, and then we were gonna add our members in, and then that was gonna be it. But
we just had a little spreadsheet. It was nice and easy.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is manageable, and then just explodes.
And then I checked it one day, and I went, "What happened?"
I'm like, why is this? Yeah, okay. Network now. Anyways, what is the future of Waypoint at this point? Now that you've done your first E3, what are some things that you guys are looking forward to in the future that you're gonna build upon?
Without spoiling anything,
without spoiling,
we do have some. Yeah, without spoiling anything, because we do have some big stuff that I'm gonna sleep on until we come to that point. Right now, I think it's still sort of kind of finding ourselves a little bit, but I think we're just better at sort of picking up on what works for us and getting a chance after that. So Bo came in and he's got like these really cool, he calls them like these like focus group conversations on some really interesting topics. I believe the first thing we're going to be doing is talking about like roguelikes versus battle royales and how they're really similar in ways that they aren't, and how battle royales has also just kind of changed like the current gaming like landscape and like that sort of thing that he's coming in with. He's got all these really cool show ideas. Leanne came in. We've got this rad new theme park podcast called Single Riders Only, which awesome. I'm a huge theme parks guy. Brittany and I went to Disney World for our honeymoon, and so I was very excited to have that sort of content there. The grind is still going; it's about to pick up soon. We still have This Is the Waypoint, our Star Wars review show. So if you watched Bad Batch and loved it as much as I did, please go check that out. That was sick as hell.
Yeah, it was such a good show.
But as far as like the sort of the future Waypoint is, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Like really, I think we're having a really great time doing it. I think we're trying to figure out ways now to where it sounds weird to phrase it this way. It's I think we're gonna try and like find some like small ways to try and monetize it and so that way we can start being able to put more resources into things that we do there and kind of like clean some stuff up as well. Probably by monetize, I think we're gonna make like some t-shirts or something.
No, for sure.
But you know, I mean, we don't get paid for anything to do it. So it's very much a passion project right now. Like nothing on Waypoint is monetized, and I don't know. I like the idea of maybe chasing after it and seeing if we can turn Waypoint into a thing.
Do you guys do live shows, like in terms of like on Twitch or anything?
We have not. I don't even think we have a Twitch account.
Well, hopefully before this video comes out, you snag that up, because my only thing is that I noticed that yes, we all do these things for passion projects, and t-shirts I think is definitely a way to go. I think an interesting way to start building up people and support is actually on Twitch. And Point in Progress after E3, because we got the bug, we were like, you know what? Why don't we just do the podcast live? And so now we record live, and we actually have an active chat that is constantly participating, and they are also you know, we with the growth that we had with E3, it already made us available for affiliate. And so that people then can subscribe and do all, you know, all that fun stuff.
Nice, that's cool.
That's actually been a nice little help. You know, it's not a whole lot, and you know, we're not billionaires yet.
No.
Yet.
Yeah.
But that could be then used to resources later that we can obviously grow from there. So, if
Not
anything,
billionaires yet, but I'm really excited for Twitter to get mad at you when you buy a house. You know?
Yeah, I'm already mad. Twitter's already mad at me apparently, since my account is still blocked. So,
Twitter said no, you can't have this back, man. You're not allowed.
So everyone out there, if you can, just refollow my new account, Night Mute City. That will be my current account. If I can get back 2,000 people that I lost, that'd be great. But yeah,
Man, that sucks.
yeah, I'm still mad about it. But we've reached the end of our Halo journey together, and I want to say thank you so much for being a part of it. I know that you were one of the first early on people that said something about wanting to be a part of the show, and
You were like, "Yo, I'm making this Halo show," and I was like, "I get you. You got to put me on this." So it's like I've never been. I was made for this.
and I'm glad to have you on, and I'm excited. You know, I definitely want for this show to continue and have all these wonderful people, and I'm glad that you were part of the journey. So,
Hey, man, I was happy
so
to be
much.
here. Thank you so much.
No, of course. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, and obviously your upcoming projects and stuff. If you can, go ahead.
Absolutely.
This is your shot.
If you want to talk straight to me, there's two great ways to do that. Twitter.com/RoboPack92 and Twitch.tv/RoboPack92. I stream 2 to 5 times a week, depending on my work schedule and or how busy I am. Or if I want to do it. I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks, and I'm sorry about that. I've got other stuff going on right now.
Life is hard. Life is hard in these days.
Life's hard, man. Sometimes it gets in the way. I also have a YouTube channel where I make stupid, dumb, fun videos. I do not have 100 subscribers yet, so I don't have a cool like YouTube.com/RoboPack92 or whatever. So just go search RoboPack92 on YouTube.
Obviously do that. Also, Nerd a Day, him as well. Let's get everybody up to 100 subs, so that way we can get these
Absolutely.
vanity URLs. All right, we need the vanity.
I love
right?
Carlos too. He needs it. I love Carlos. Speaking of E3, he joined us for the shit show that was the Capcom thing.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, he told me about that. He told me he was on last week, and he definitely was telling me stories about that. Yeah, he's a really awesome dude. So I'm glad he had a part of that.
Yeah, I love Carlos. And then, of course, I'm on the Waypoint podcast as well. We do have a cool youtube.com/Waypoint podcast URL, and you can go follow us there. As far as upcoming projects goes, on Twitch, I'm actually about to do. September's going to be big for me. I'll break the story here. I'm not going to say what I'm all doing, but
Okay.
September is going to be a combination 1-year anniversary and birthday bash celebration because my birthday's on the 27th, and so I'm gonna be doing like some cool like sub goals and stuff, which is something I've never actually personally done on my channel. I've got lots of like stretch goals to hit that because your boy's trying to upgrade his stuff and kind of keep up with all my peers who are continue to making cool things and upgrade their things, but I have no money. And so I was like, okay, well, I need to figure this out. But it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited. I'll be posting a video everywhere, kind of detailing what that's gonna be about soon, and then Waypoint's doing what we're doing. You know, if you like video games or theme parks or friends,
If you
we
like
have
just
all of
hanging
those
out,
things.
yeah, all these
we have
wonderful
all of
things.
those things.
No, absolutely. And again, for any future projects that I have, you obviously have an open invitation to be a part of. I already have some new things that I'm cooking up, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And everyone, obviously, at WavePoint as well. They're all wonderful people. So, and again,
Hey, we love you, man.
and thank you, of course, for reaching out, for being one of the first few people after DualShockers fell to be the people.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the arbiter of all that. We didn't really get a chance to talk about that here, but there's a whole podcast, 2 podcasts, if I'm not mistaken, that you can absolutely enjoy and
Yeah.
listen to the story of what actually happened. So,
It was crazy too, man. Absolutely crazy.
no, that's
So yeah, I'm glad you guys had a space to be able to come and at least get all that out there too, because no one else was really talking about it. Like as far
No.
as like media.
no. I mean, I guess it's like as a normal thing. Apparently, that people just leave. Mass
Yeah.
exodus of staff. The only other people that I could think of was Kotaku that one time.
Yeah.
Every week it seemed like someone new was leaving. But otherwise, yeah, the Waypoint was there for the boys, and thank you so much for that. That still means a lot to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Happy to do it.
Yeah, thank you, of course. Of course, you can find this show here at youtube.com/thatMarioRivera, where it is posted every week, where we are trying our best to make it to Halo Infinite. Now, I'm recording this on the eve that we just learned that Halo Infinite is no longer having co-op support at launch. So, the show is no longer leading up to Halo Infinite. So that basically means if I want to, if I want to take a break, I can take a break now because I was gonna.
Yeah, you got about 3 months.
Yeah. So I was gonna slow it down. So for now, until the co-op is available, that season will not happen until we get there. But I still have a lot of games to get through, and trust me, I have games to get through. So we're gonna try our best to speed through it. But then, thank you so much. You can always like and subscribe to the videos, share it with your friends. If you love Halo, if you love conversation, we're available, obviously, that at the YouTube channel, but we're also available as an audio podcast at all your major platforms, your iTunes, just your Google playlist, everywhere. You can find it everywhere. Yeah, exactly. And until next time, let's finish this fight.